set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now, Mills. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Call it 46 yards on the punt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, these 2 teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Mills' throw taken in by Ridley here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Pierce takes it straight ahead. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Pierce. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again on second down. Mills. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mills to the air again. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a solid punt, but also a nice return. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On play action, Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw is Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A first down throw for Mills. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Now Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mills on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Trash throw taken in there by Cooks. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Trask. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on second down. Trask. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Trask. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mills now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Mills now looks to throw on first down. They're going across the field. He connects. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things. And
the pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The touchdown. First down, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play fake, Mills. A quick throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an... On now is the Titans punter. Desmond King back deep. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them.
He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
41's coming. 41's the mic. I got you.
They'll run here with Pierce. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Again, it's Pierce. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Amir Abdullah with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mills coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Texans had 3 and 10 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. On now is the Titans punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Give to Pierce. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll run it here. It's Pierce. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A run here with Pierce. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 54 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Off the play fake, Mills. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already,
and now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Mills. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. On the delay, this is Abdullah. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 8. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Texans,
today.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action and allows him to make some special plays out there.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 17 carries, 58. Yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them. Is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play? Or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. The Texans at 4-10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Mills to throw it. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action. Mills. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mills. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw. Mills rolling to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Again, it's Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It'll wind up being a net of 41. On 1st and 10, Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You can't block me.
Operating from the gun, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Mills. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
55's mine, guys. 55. Let's go. Let's get this.
Operating from the gun, Mills. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Malik McDowell able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they... On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Desmond King back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Mills. And this is caught by Williams. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 4. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll go again to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll look to throw again. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mills now from the 50. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Davis Mills keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now, a 4th quarter touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Oh, he fakes a spike.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And it's a fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. The give is to Jones, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mills' throw taken in by Wrigley here. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On second down, it's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right down the middle. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals.